Who is this actually good for? Who should skip it? And is it worth the price for normal, everyday buyers? If you're standing in your workshop wondering whether a 3.3 kilowatts fiber laser head will actually move your metal cutting business forward, you're not alone. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When you first see a fiber laser cutting head advertised with medium power and autofocus, the excitement is easy to feel. After all, a machine that can slice through stainless steel in a single pass sounds like a dream for anyone trying to keep up with small batch production or custom fabrication orders. But the excitement quickly meets a wall of questions. Do I have the right power supply? Will my existing CNC controller talk to this head without a firmware headache? Is the autofocus feature truly plug-and-play, or does it demand a half-day of tweaking? Those are the exact concerns that keep serious buyers up at night, because the cost of a mismatched head isn't just the sticker price, it's downtime, wasted material, and a potential scramble to find a replacement. Let's start with the basics of the category. A fiber laser cutting head is the eye of a laser cutter. It shapes, directs, and focuses the beam onto the metal sheet. In a 2D setup like the BM110, the head moves across the XY plane while the laser stays stationary, meaning the head's optics and focus mechanisms have to be rock solid if you expect clean cuts every time. The BM110 is marketed as a 3.3 kilowatts unit, which lands it squarely in the medium power sweet spot. It's powerful enough to cut 2 mm stainless steel at respectable speeds, but it won't torch through 10 mm plate like a 6 kilowatts head would. For many small to mid-size shops that deal with sheet metal ranging from 1 mm to about 6 mm, that range hits the daily sweet spot. The first practical strength that shows up in real-world use is the autofocus capability. In a shop that runs multiple jobs back-to-back, manually dialing in focus for each material thickness can chew up precious minutes. The BM110's autofocus motor adjusts the lens position on the fly, so you can feed a 2 mm piece, then a 4 mm piece, and the head will compensate without you stopping the program. In my experience with similar heads, that feature can shave 1,520% off total production time on mixed thickness runs. It also reduces the chance of a misfocus that would otherwise leave a charred edge or an incomplete cut, saving material that would otherwise be scrapped. Another point that matters day to day is the power balance. At 3.3 kilowatts, the head delivers enough energy to maintain a clean kerf on mild steel up to roughly 5 mm thick, while still being gentle enough not to warp thin aluminum sheets. The medium power optimization that Raytools advertises isn't just a marketing buzzword. It reflects a set of internal parameters: pulse width, duty cycle, and beam quality that have been tuned for that thickness range. Users who have tried a lower-powered 2 kilowatts head often report a noticeable jump in cut quality when they step up to 3 kilowatts, especially on stainless where the heat-affected zone can be finicky. For a shop that needs to handle both stainless and carbon steel without swapping heads, that versatility translates into less tool change time and fewer inventory headaches. Now, let's talk about who should actually consider buying the BM110. If you already own a Raytools CL100 or FL125 laser source, and you've hit the ceiling with a lower-powered head, say you're still using a 1 kilowatt unit, then upgrading to the BM110 gives you immediate gains in cut speed and material thickness capability. It's also a solid choice for a new shop that has already budgeted for a 3 kilowatts class laser source and wants a head that matches the power without over-engineering. The autofocus is a genuine time saver for anyone who runs small batches of different gauges, like a custom signage business or a prototyping lab that cuts both stainless and aluminum in the same day. Those environments benefit directly from the head's ability to stay in the cut zone without manual intervention. For everyday use, the biggest question is not just whether Raytools BM110 fiber laser cutting head 2D medium power 3.3 kW laser cutter head FCCL 100FL125 autofocus for fiber laser cutting machine metal sheet cutting CL100FL125 3.3 kW has impressive specs, but whether those specs match the way you actually plan to use it. In the default_tech category, buyers should compare the headline features against their daily routine, setup space, compatibility needs, and how often they will use the product after the first week.